Well, good morning, hobby homesteaders. Lucas back here at Peaks Peak. It is Saturday morning. We got us a little rip-roaring fire here, burning scraps and junk that we cleaned up from around the farm, just to kind of give us a place to warm our hands back up, because all the lumber has frost all over it.
I have frostbite on me.
I am getting started putting the girders on, and I actually just had to run back in the house and get the blueprints out. And what I've been doing is actually just taking a picture of each line on the blueprints that shows the layout, and that way I can just pull my phone out and reference it when I can't remember a measurement or what goes where. But at this point it's all pretty self-explanatory. The main thing is I don't want to waste lumber, so I want to use the right boards for the right spans, so that I don't end up coming up short. In my experience so far, what I'm going to end up is probably with more leftover material, because usually I kind of figure out a little bit better way to save some materials here and there as I cut the board. So so far so good. We had to pause in the middle of our work this morning to go pick up another load of materials. I needed those LVL to put up as headers, and then I got all the trim, screws. Yeah, this should be pretty much all the materials now. All right, so we took us a little break, went in and eat some pizza rolls, and I looked over the blueprints, and I'm glad I did, because I figured out that I made a mistake. That LVL is actually framing to hold the trusses. I had it in my head that that was header material for the doors, which is not even necessary in this situation. But anyway, so those got to come off there after we drove about 6 nails in each side. So that's a pain in the butt. But the one good thing about it is we didn't cut them too short, so they'll still work for up on top where they go for the trusses. It's just a silly mistake. I wasn't stopping and consulting the blueprint. So anyway, I'm glad we caught it when we did. So I'm gonna knock those off there and cut the 2x6s that actually go there and go on about my life. So that's what happens when you throw the remainder of a red gas cylinder in your fire. That's pretty cool.
The can's gone.
Yeah, it went for a ride. It's over there smoldering in the brush behind us. But yeah, so pretty good that we didn't blow our new building up. That's cool. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna tell you, putting on all these girders in one day was a pretty big job for me. I haven't done a whole lot of this, and of course we had to take our time, try to read the blueprints. We messed a couple things up, had to take them back off and put them back on, all that, but it's starting to look like a garage now, so we're getting pretty excited about it. On Monday, we've got 2 loads of gravel coming. We got a load of creek rock coming in to fill in the really deep spots, and then we'll get a load of crusher run on top of that and get it all packed in real good. So coming right along, we will put our 2x10s across the top and the LVL headers across the garage doors, and yeah, getting real close to being ready for trusses. Had to move the remainder of our stack of 2x4s, which are the purlins, go on top of the trusses, but that way we get the load of gravel poured in up here and I can spread it with the Kubota, and we're planning on that Monday. Tomorrow's Sunday. We won't be doing any work on the building because it's the Lord's Day. We'll be going to church. But anyway, so far it's been a great day. Only one minor injury for the whole process, which was my knee. I was climbing one of these walls and jammed my knee into the corner of one of those posts, and I actually already had a little scab on my knee anyway, and so ripped that off, and yeah, made a mess of my pants. So I guess I don't get to wear these for a second day. They're gonna have to be washed. Anyway, I hope you guys are still enjoying the progress. Our next video should be putting up the header boards for the trusses, and we're gonna probably stretch a string and put a line level on it and make sure we're good and level with that. You know, with these band boards, I used a level on them as I went around, and I used a little spacer board to stack them, but when it's all said and done, there's something that's just a little bit out of whack when you measure top to bottom, and so I can't tell exactly what it is, and it's not enough to be that big of a deal, but I want to make sure that my very top row is perfectly level, because that's what will be visible, because that's what will determine whether the truss is set level. So we'll work on that, make sure we get that right, and then of course when it's time to pour concrete, we want to make sure it's not our bottom board that's out. So we'll chalk a line on the post, and that way we'll know that everything's good and level for that for when we pour concrete. So anyway, that's how it's going so far. We are not professionals, so you know, go easy on us if you see problems with our work. But all in all, we're gonna have a great garage here when we get done that's gonna last us, well, hopefully the rest of my life. So anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.